Hi, I'm Kay Dean, and this is Fake Review Watch. For years, I've been calling on Google to post consumer alerts on businesses with fake reviews. Well, it's finally happening, so I thought it was worth a report from the Googleplex itself. But don't get too excited. I've found only a few alerts, and strangely, they're only posted on businesses highlighted in 3 of my videos. What's really concerning, though, is that Google's new alert program seems neither fair nor consistent. I don't think mighty Google knows what it's doing. Let's dig into the details.
Last year, I saw new language from Google. If we determine that a business owner has violated our fake engagement policy, we might place restrictions on the business profile, including warnings to let consumers know that fake reviews were removed. I've since watched for these alerts but hadn't seen any. Then I recently noticed a few warnings had been posted without fanfare. Mindful Health Solutions with psychiatric clinics in California and 3 other states has been the subject of multiple fake Review Watch videos. Note the warning here on the listing for its Sacramento clinic. Suspicious high rated reviews were recently removed from this place. And when you click on the details, Google says it has temporarily turned off posting reviews due to a recent increase in suspicious high rated reviews. The suspicious reviews were removed and the rating updated. Well, the alert is a good step, finally. But fake reviews for mindful health are not a recent phenomenon. In December 2023, I published a video concerning fake Google reviews for mindful health and Agape, which has addiction treatment centers in Florida. I followed that up in August 2024 with a second video. While Google had removed many of the fake reviews I had identified in the first video, it had not alerted consumers and was allowing more fake reviews to be posted. I termed it the cycle of fraud and explained that it's what Google doesn't want you to know. In that video, I used this spreadsheet to show that a network of Google profiles was posting new fake reviews for Mindful Health Solutions, Agape, and a bunch of sketchy California accident attorney listings and some other businesses. I argued that Google was allowing this fraud to continue. Well, there's a new development. The businesses highlighted in red now have suspicious review alerts posted on their Google listings. Not every mindful health Google listing has an alert. More on that later, but some do. 2 of the 3 Agape listings have alerts. The accident attorney listings that are grayed out have curiously disappeared. But what about those 56 fakers across the top that posted these reviews? The 25 profiles in red are gone, presumably removed by Google. But the 31 in green are still active profiles as of May 24th. This makes no sense. Why remove only some of these profiles when they're all involved in review fraud? Yet, there's even less logic to Google's actions. Here, I've grayed out all the removed profiles since they're gone. But look at the status of the reviews for the active profiles. The X's in green indicate active reviews as of May 24th. Those in red have been removed. For example, one of Eric Gomez's reviews for Mindful Health Solutions has been removed, but his other Mindful Health review is active, along with his review of Agape. 2 of Melanie Lucas's reviews have been removed, but one is still active. All 3 of Donna Grossman's reviews from this spreadsheet are gone, yet her profile remains active, free to post more fake reviews. None of this makes any sense. It seems Google is just haphazardly pulling down some reviews and profiles, but leaving others up to deceive consumers. Let's look at David Cieslak, who had 3 reviews on our spreadsheet. 2 have been removed and 1 is active. Back in August 2024, these were Cieslak's active Google reviews. You can see he had reviewed Russell and Aiden accident attorneys, whose listing has since been removed, Mindful Health Solutions Tacoma office, and Cobra Van Lines in New Jersey, all on the spreadsheet. But when we look at C-Slack's reviews today, May 31st, 2025, it's a different story. He now has 9 reviews. Sparks Dallas Superstore, U.S. Express Moving in New Jersey, Bagan Law Accident Injury Lawyers. We'll talk more about that. And other businesses. But his review for Mindful Health Solutions is no longer there. Oh, and there's his review for Cobra Van Lines, still active. So C-Slack has suspiciously reviewed 2 businesses with alerts. His review for Mindful Health is gone. But as you can see, Google still likes his review of Cobra Van Lines. Again, this makes no sense. What's more, he's free to keep baking. Let's take a look at his review of Bagan Law. Here's C-Slack's 5-star review of Bagan Law's Daytona Beach office from 4 months ago. Notice that Google has slapped a suspicious review alert on this business as well. As a matter of fact, the Bagan Law listings in Daytona Beach, Ocala, and Gainesville all have suspicious review alerts, as you can see at the bottom of their listings. I find this very curious. Why? Because last January, I published a video about Bagan Law, showing that it was receiving reviews from the same network of Google profiles that was reviewing Mindful Health Solutions. Maybe Google's taking tips from my videos. If so, Google still has a lot to learn. I've continued my research on this network and want to show you an expanded spreadsheet. There are 154 active Google profiles across the top of this spreadsheet, including 21 from the last spreadsheet. I've also expanded the number of businesses. We've got businesses here from Florida to California, Texas to New Jersey. There are even a couple from the UK and one from France. What do they all have in common? They're all being reviewed by many of the same profiles at the top. For instance, 12 people like both Agape clinics in Florida and Mindful Health clinics in other states, primarily California. 14 people like Mindful Health and Bagan Law in Florida. 7 people like Agape in Florida and Jasper's Window Cleaning out in California. 6 like Bagan Law and Jasper's. Notably, 3 people like Jasper's Window Cleaning in California and the same physiotherapy place in the UK. 3 other people like Agape in Florida and the same UK physiotherapy place. 4 people like Sparks Dallas Superstore and the UK physiotherapy place. I could go on and on pointing out not credible review patterns, but you get the idea. So should Google. Why is Google allowing the 154 profiles here across the top to remain active? They've posted over 550 reviews on this spreadsheet alone, all of them fake in my opinion. Yet Google's removed a measly 18% of them, which are the ones in red. Green active reviews remain all over the place, deceiving consumers, even for the businesses with Google alerts. Which brings me to the alerts themselves. Why do only 5 businesses on this spreadsheet have these new alerts? Is it because they were the only ones shown in my recent videos on this fake review network?
Really, Google? Do I have to do everything?
Sparks Dallas Superstore has 43 reviews from our spreadsheet. Jasper's Window Cleaning has 33. Yet neither of these businesses has an alert on its Google listing. Or what about mindful health solutions? Over the last 2 years, I found scores of fake Google and Yelp reviews for mindful health across their clinics. Yes, Google has now belatedly posted alerts on 10 mindful health listings, like these for Seattle, Austin, and Newport Beach, California. But I found 12 mindful health listings without alerts, like this one for one of their clinics in San Francisco. Yet, here are three active 5-star reviews for that San Francisco location from sketchy profiles Bailey Hogan, Vincent Chu, and Marcus Martinez, all on our big spreadsheet. Note that these reviews have been sitting there deceiving potential patients for a year. Then there's Agape. Google has posted alerts on two of its listings, but for some reason, not on Agape's behavioral healthcare clinic in Oakland Park, Florida. Yet, I know fake reviews on this Google listing have been removed. Here are three of them I captured last August and September. You'll no longer find these reviews because the Google profiles for these three fakers have been removed, presumably by Google for violating its fake engagement policy. Yet, no alert for this Agape Google listing. I'll finish by taking one more look at Bacon Law accident injury attorneys in Florida. Remember, Google has placed recent suspicious review alerts on all three listings I found. The key point I want to make here is that even though Google tells you specifically that the suspicious reviews were removed, you can't rely on Google to get it right. Let's look at the Gainesville listing, for example. Even though it has an alert, it still has a ton of reviews and a perfect 5-star rating. And when you pull up the reviews for Gainesville, look at the first one that pops up as most relevant. It's by Marcus Martinez, who's posted 5 reviews for businesses on our spreadsheet. What a joke! In fact, 7 5-star reviews for Bacon's Gainesville listing from the sleazy profiles on our spreadsheet remain active, despite what Google says. And my spreadsheet represents just the limited work I can do manually to examine what's going on. Imagine how many fake reviews Bacon really has. Imagine how many fake reviews are really out there for all the businesses on this spreadsheet. I could spend months expanding this, continually adding profiles and businesses. And remember, this spreadsheet represents just a portion of what one fake review network is doing on Google. Google has a long way to go to clean up the mess on its platform.
I guess it's a start, but if you're going to do consumer alerts, do them right.